Hello everyone. So for today, I want to work on doing corner tucks like this one, except make it maybe more decorative and stuff like that. So we're gonna mass make corner tucks. Oh, sorry about that. All I'm gonna do here is take the time to glue this portion down. Like this, and then you cut it across. So let's keep on going here. And this will be one. But what I'm also going to use I want to use up some of my scrap pieces of scrapbooking paper. So I'm going to glue the sun to the corner. Like this. There we go. We got one there. And again, I'm using up a bunch of old scrapbooking paper, so I'm going to use multiple different scrapbooking papers in order to do this. There we go. And then what I'll do next is sew all the way around. I might distress a little too on these. But we're mass making corner pockets. And I got this from Gail Augustinelli. I'm not sure, I don't remember where she got it from. But I've noticed I'm running out of these, so when it comes down to my journals, and I try to keep them as plain as possible. Keep them, some of them I'll do neutral colors and all that jazz, so. This I can actually make into an envelope. So we'll do this up like this. And ta-da, a little mini envelope. That's very easily put together. And it doesn't say any bad words on it, so I'm not too worried about that. And I don't have to worry about bad words with these. So this is a good way of using book page that may have bad words on it. Good way to use it without doing too much damage. You can always take the time too, and like these are all scraps from someplace or another, and it makes it, them scraps are now making it look pretty to a point. Dictionary page. And this gooey gooey vintage-ish page here. So now that one's kind of like a collaged one. Again, I just think it's important to use what we have in materials, and not everybody has lots of materials to use. So and honestly, I personally don't have a lot of materials that I don't have. You know, I don't spend much on materials. Once in a great while I'll have myself a buy, but lately, since the COVID stuff, I don't buy anything at the moment. I can't afford to. There's one. Here's another one. And I'll probably do another sew with me on how I put these together, sewing wise. When we get to that point, right now I'm thinking I'm just going to make a pile of the triangles and that type of thing, and then we'll go on to decorating, or not really decorating them, but making background papers on them. But yeah, I seem to find that this is the easiest way of making these, is just having fun with it. Use up as much scrap paper as possible. And again, we're just using up. And if, when you make envelope, these like mini envelope type things, if they're uneven, you can just cut the edge off and make them even. Like I am doing right here. And I think that's another one that I got from Gail Augustinelli, watching videos. But she isn't the only one I watch when it comes down to videos. I also watch a lot of the Paper Outpost. Them two are my main inspirations for most of my work. I think it was a couple years ago that Gail was really into making these. She hasn't made them in a long time, but these, mass making this is, personally, it makes it easy and a nice double pocket for pieces I make. And I honestly use double pockets all the time like this. And I like tuck spots that are triangular for some reason. And I love these envelope things too. It's just easy to make. And this is what I do sometimes too when I'm watching TV. Because it gets boring. Honestly, I can't just sit down and watch TV very often. I have to be doing something, so this definitely, it's like easy to do, fun-ish. Some people ask me, well, how much time do you spend on your work every day? Well, most of the time I mass make things, so then I can just add them to journals and make the journals quick and easy to do. So I've been currently watching, I watched all the Vampire Diaries series, and now I'm watching originals. And I didn't realize until I got into like the second season of Legacies that they were a part of the Vampire Diaries series. So I'm taking the time to rewatch, or took the time to rewatch the Vampire Diaries, because I only watched it up to season 4 before I quit watching it as a teenager. And taking the time to watch the originals, which I only watched the first 2 episodes of when, or first season maybe, when I was younger. So it's pretty interesting. But again, this is how I end up using a lot of my book pages, so then I use them. Let's do more scraps here. Does this even fit on the paper? Yeah, it would. Okay. That works for me. This is just background paper again to use up what I have already going. Alright. So they may not exactly look perfect, but that's okay. Because I can do something like this. Set that one like that. You know, I can mix them up if I wanted to, too, so. And sometimes you end up making more scraps while depleting scraps. But actually, in this case, let's get rid of this particular one. I'm trying to take the time when I know they're itty bitty scraps like this, and it's an end scrap type ordeal. You might as well just use it for an itty bitty envelope and be done with it. And this one I got an edge really weird. There we go. So again, just make an itty bitty envelope out of the scraps of your scraps. Because I seem to not use it otherwise, and I'm tired of not using, just throwing it back in a bin and expecting myself to use it when it's that small. I don't really very often mess with it, so it's much easier if I just use it up right away, make it into something. If I make them into these tiny envelopes, or even if I have a punch that would work for it too, I might do that too. Where I use up my punch, but at the moment I don't really have a punch for it, and I just want it used. So again, I just use them. Use it as much as I can in a way. So now we got these two and some little cute things there. Something I want. We'll do this one next. I am going to have to let you go. I think it's the school calling. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day or night. Bye.